Well, I got into cannabis when it was still medicinal, but my connection to it really comes from the fact that I was very anti-pharmaceutical growing up as a kid. My mom was diagnosed with scleroderma, and just seeing her going through that process of having to take medications and the side effects that come from it, and her times in the hospital, and just the healthcare system that we're seeing today crumble from underneath is what I was experiencing growing up as a kid. And I told myself I didn't want to allow myself to be dependent on medicine that wouldn't solve my problems, and I didn't want to fall trapped to being a victim of a broken healthcare system as well. So that really turned me to alternative medicines. And being at a young age, people might think like, oh, you're young, you might not know what you're getting yourself into, but I think it's common sense, across the board. If something doesn't kill you, if it doesn't harm you, then there has to be something else to it. And I did my research, and I found out that cannabis had these other properties to it that can help with anxiety, which I was dealing with at the time, not uncertain about my mom's, livelihood and her health, or depression, because of the fact that I was going to school, by myself. When teachers would ask, why isn't your parent involved more? Or where's your mom? Where's your dad? It's hard to explain that to a teacher. I'm 16. I'm living by myself. My mom's in hospice, or she's in an acute facility. So that's where my connection comes from, is that, seeing what alternative medicines can do on a more emotional level. There has to be something that can be done on a more medicinal level. When I got into the cannabis industry, I learned straight away, like, okay, CBD, CBG, THCV, all these cannabinoid properties that I wasn't aware to, that now I got exposed to, made me more excited, because now I'm thinking there's something else for my mom now. And that's where I got started. I've worked in the industry since it was medicinal, and now coming into the recreational space, Kolas is doing something that not many other even retail brands are doing, and that's one, creating a culture from within with the employees, and then two, creating a culture from outside with the community. And when you can do two things at the same time, where there's in unison and working in harmony, where not only are the employees looking forward to coming to work, but customers come in just for the socializing aspect, especially during these times when you're stuck at home. You might not be able to talk to friends or neighbors as often. Being able to come to your regular bud tender, and just have that smile there waiting for you, to have that greeter at the door waiting for you, just to make sure that you're having a good day. And we want to make sure that when you do leave, you're leaving with a good time as well. So that's what really makes Kolas different.